Live, baby.
Go live.
There you go.
We kill that dog.
All right, we are live. We're live right now.
Hello, everyone.
I think we're live anyway. We're gonna start the show like this every week. You know, is it on? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Hello, everybody. It's your boy, White Boy, 7th Street. I've gained a little weight over the last week or so I look a little different.
Well, it's
you
Hawaii.
guys,
You're in Hawaii now.
You're probably seeing the new Painkiller already overlay. I think the show is approximately 37% sexier than it was before.
At least
37%. Possibly 39% sexier than previously.
Nah, let's not go that far.
You know what's wrong with the PKA overlay? I specifically asked for a thing that said your ad here, right? Somebody sponsor this goddamn show. Like somebody, you throw me a bone.
We will take literally any sponsor. RedTube, Pornhub. If you have some kind of lubricant base for sex, we're your people.
Yeah, photography equipment, microphones. Like, sure, reach out to me. Sure,
You would say Mike,
but
we will actually take inshore if you really want to go that far.
Yeah, come on, baby, give me that PKA imaginary
money. We will
money
sit here and drink
vanilla
flavored inshore.
Rode makes microphones too.
This is, I think, Electro Voice, maybe.
Yep, Electro Voice. They make the big dollars.
Mike,
come on, Rode. Listen, I got a blue Yeti here. A Rode microphone could be right here.
Woody's gamertag could be wearing a Calvin Klein shirt. Let's get real,
dude. You know what? Here's next week. Some spray tan company sponsor us, and we'll all go shirtless. I'll just show you how fucking sexy I am.
Wait. I think I'm gonna miss that show.
Woody will go shirtless.
I will go shirtless, and Lefty's over here gonna miss this show.
No. Nobody needs to or wants to see that. Don't worry about it.
It just shouldn't.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody's insensitive.
You mean insecure? I'm also an insensitive bastard, but I'm also insecure. I think it's
so you're insensitive bastard to other people's needs, but you're insecure about your body.
Yep.
Man, that's fucked up.
He's just an all-around horrible person.
Plus the worst branding on YouTube. So all of that coming together.
Where did that come from? Where did that come from?
What, the worst branding on YouTube?
He genuinely has it. So you're OnlyUseMeBlade, right? OnlyUseMeBlade. Tell me, what's your Twitter handle?
OnlyUseMeBlade.
What's your YouTube channel?
All of it's OnlyUseMeBlade.
Do you happen to have a Facebook page? I'm not sure. Do you?
Yeah.
What would it be?
OnlyUseMeBlade.
All right. Let's play that game with fucking LeftyOx626 Lefty.
Let's. YouTube.com/LeftyOX is my YouTube channel. Lefty643 is my Twitter.
Okay.
I gotta say,
not that bad.
Have you guys ever played?
In Lefty's favor, Chris Smoove and Hutch both have really awkward.
Yeah, Chris Smoove has like 12 numbers behind his name, and Smoove is misspelled.
Just because they're successful doesn't mean that it's the right way to do it. It's totally not like it. And it was like one of the first things I did. I talk about branding too much. One of the first things I did before I even made my channel, right? There was no money or no anything, but I wanted to get big enough that other YouTubers knew me. So I went out and reserved like everything. You know, my Twitter. I didn't get my Facebook. I was late on that, but I went and got my YouTube. I just sort of like booked it, and my gamer tag, like, it all matched. So now, like, if you want to follow me on Twitter, hint hint, then it's Twitter/Woody's gamertag, and you see my stuff.
There you go.
So that's and it doesn't have to be anything that has a meaning. Like, if you're like, I want to be COD Slayer, that's probably a person. I want to be like
Cervix Pounder,
or like, I want to be like Best Killer on YouTube or something like that.
I want to be the Clamahama 69.
Those things aren't even good. Like, some of the best names in YouTube, or even if you go outside YouTube, like in business, like Pepsi means nothing except that drink. Kinko's means nothing. If you go inside YouTube, Seed Anners, with the exception of the man behind it, it means nothing. So go ahead, pick your crazy branding. You can be freaking
Bukake Tsunami.
One thing I do recommend,
I've seen that video,
is that you can spell it. I was in that video. But
we all were.
It should be something that regular people can spell. Like, Tsunami might be a tricky one. Seed Anners is a great name. It means nothing except him. But
you know where it came from, right?
Like the auto generator, yeah.
Yeah, on Xbox. Xbox chose that gamer tag, and he just went with it.
Right. I mean, T-Mark got Boris Aniba and he's always talking about how terrible it is, but it's not so bad to me. You know, it wasn't taken. I bet it was available on Twitter too. You know, you can be anybody.
As long as it's easy to say, then that's all I think that's the
and spell.
important part.
And spell.
Yeah.
That's one of the problems with numbers. Like
One
Onslaught,
problem with
who I
Bush and
love.
Diva.
I think the L is a 1 and the T is a 7, and it took me a good 9 months to remember that. So it's not spellable. But
I mean,
anyway,
YouTube's a real passive audience, so whatever you can do to make it easier for them is better. So,
all right. So topics here. Do you guys want to lead with topics, or do you want me to pick one?
I want to talk about this. I played Kill Confirm, but only use me Blade last week, and that man has the toughest time on the game because everybody in every lobby knows who the hell he is, and you're fighting Ninja Turtles from then on out.
That's that good branding. That's that good branding.
Yeah. What do you mean Ninja Turtles? Like, what does that mean?
They like to run around with their ballistic knives, and they'll put the riot shield on their back, so you can't stab them in the back.
I like that.
yeah, I hate that.
I have the same sort of deal. Not with that, but when I play, everybody puts their try-hard pants on and they start playing the objective and they do their thing. Like you know how maybe you listener out there, you might think there's a lot of snipers in this game. You might think that lots of people run around with shot. Dude, my world is filled with PDWs. It's just everyone is like they've got their try-hard class on and they give it their all.
I would rather have that than people slap on a knife class.
For you, but for me, if the whole world was knife only, I would do well, I think.
I was about to say that. Like, I got a Ninja Turtle running down the middle of standoff. I'm like, okay, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Now, if I was knife only, everybody else going knife only would be a tricky thing. But
knifing's really connection based. Ugh.
It's connection based. I mean, there's a lot of skill to it too, and navigation is incredibly important.
Yeah, the skill is I never win it if he knifes too.
But there's also like a knifing mindset. Like if I'm headed into a room thinking I'm going to knife, I'll probably beat you in a knife fight. But if we both head into a room thinking we're going to knife, it's much tougher to be that guy.
Can I just say that the forget knifing for a second, okay? The way that you act when there's a UAV up or a Blackbird up is kind of ass backwards to how you act when there's nothing up. I find myself moving around when there's nothing on the UAV, but when a UAV does pop up, I'm a little bit more cautious, and I'm super cautious with a Blackbird. Does that make sense? I'm more like this. Like, how the fuck did they get a UAV?
See, you're playing with teams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In Modern Warfare 2, I always rolled 6 deep. Always. And it was great. People would talk all this smack, and regular listeners knows what's next. All I'd say is don't leave. Don't leave. Please, you smack-talking piece of trash, stay in this lobby and accept your punishment. And they would quit. They would rage quit because it wasn't me necessarily. Like, I was playing all right. But, on this team, there aren't many people who could succeed against it. And I would ask them not to leave. Now I play solo all the time. The time.
Not fun.
Or with one guy. So
I think the one guy, like two-man party is a perfect setup because you have a little bit of social aspect, but playing with the full team is boring though. You either run over people or you play one team once and they back out.
Yep, that happens a lot.
It's more like this. You play 5 teams per game.
Yeah, because people quit out.
All right. Man.
So, hey, I've got a topic here. Let's see. Andrew Lyon Poynton, Andrew, so it's a guy, was arrested when a woman reported him to authorities after spotting him running naked. But he wasn't naked, he had shoes on.
Oh.
Yeah, so
he's a practical guy.
Yeah, he's a practical guy. Yeah, on his feet. Yeah, he had shoes on his feet. Anyway.
Concrete hurts, dude. He
went to court, and he won the right to run naked.
What?
Yeah, he did. They upheld it, his appeal. If it was offensive, God wouldn't have given us genitals. Apparently that's the case. It's a 47-year-old naked guy who won the right to do so.
Are you telling me that streaking is legal now?
I don't know where this is.
In designated areas or just anywhere? He's got a free pass to run naked anywhere?
Oh, okay, wait. This is New Zealand, so... so put your pants back on, Kyle.
God, see...
I'm about to say, I'm like, how can he pull a God aspect when, it's separation of church and state?
So it's
How can he pull a God aspect when, it's separation of church and state? I'm about to say, I'm like, how can he pull a God aspect when, it's separation of church and state?
So it's...
How can he pull a God aspect when, it's separation of church and state?
Like, this guy's running naked in a field somewhere. It's New Zealand.
Is he running for exercise, or is he running to flap around, or what's the...
He's running to get that cool off, the extra ventilation.
The picture on the article I'm reading has what are obviously fit women's legs. So that was the impression I had until I read the words. But it looks like, he's wearing trainers, so I guess he's running for exercise, buck naked, and he won in court.
See, when you first pitched that story, I thought he was running from something. Like, he was just caught running naked, running from something.
Like someone came into the shower and he escaped and was...
Right, but he had time to put his shoes on.
Yeah.
One more detail.
On the way down the stairs.
He was in the Orapi Bike Park in New Zealand, if any of you guys know where that is.
Oh, yeah,
that's
down
not
there.
A field,
well, hey, everybody runs naked down at Orapi. That's just how they get down.
So, like, what do you think about this? Apparently in New York City, or maybe New York State, I'm not sure if it's the whole state, women can go topless. That's the deal. They decided it was an equal rights thing. Oh, I'm sure of that. In New York City, women can go topless. This is the sort of thing that I know. And women can go topless in New York City, in Central Park or whatever. It was an equal rights thing. Like, guys can go topless, therefore women decided they shouldn't, sexualize it, etc.
I can co-sign on that one. That's awesome.
Now this guy, he's able to run bottomless, and I don't know. It leads to the whole thing. Like, is it really bad? Is it? It's
why
just
is it bad
bodies.
though? Why is it bad? It's your body. You see it naked every day of the damn week.
Yeah, but I see my naked body. I'm looking nice.
All right.
Trust me, I got body hair in all the right areas. I'm toned.
It doesn't matter if you look nice or not, Kyle. The fact is, how can you find something you have offensive?
I thought he was going to say it doesn't matter if you look nice or not, Kyle. The fact is, Woody kicks your ass every time he sees you.
No, I'm just saying that if everybody out there looked, maybe like I do when I get out of the shower, I wouldn't mind so much, But let me tell this story. All right, I got a story. Perfect example. I'm gonna tell you.
I got a story to tell
experience.
too.
So
it just sounds like Kyle says he likes six-pack abs when he's looking at another man's cock.
If I'm gonna see a naked dude, I'd like it to be a naked dude who's like taking care of his body. That's all I'm saying. If I am going to be forcibly subjected to naked men, then why not? I prefer one kind of naked man over another, and I think we all do.
I think YouTube is against you, Kyle, because the fat guys that take the shirt off, a lot more views on those videos than the skinny guys.
Am I alone on this? The kind of naked man I prefer is the kind that makes me feel like I've got a giant swinging manhood.
Yeah, now if they all had like baby dicks, that would also help. I'd be like,
yeah, that'd be incredible. Yeah, dude.
All right, so in like 2005, 2006, somewhere in there, my cousin and I saw this flyer for a motorcycle rally, and it was only about an hour away, and we were like, let's go to this thing. I hear that at motorcycle rallies, things get crazy. There's biker chicks. There's, like crazy parties and drinking and, wet T-shirt contests and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And there are at these biker rallies. Those things do happen. However, we got there way too late. We got there like let's say this bike rally began Saturday at noon. We got there Sunday night, and we're just kind of driving through this thing, and we can see the remnants of a good time. Okay, we can see that there was a wet T-shirt contest at one time because there's like white tops laying everywhere, and there's a sign that says it. We can see that there were hot chicks that were getting topless because they're still there, but they've gotten dressed. The remnants are the old dudes who like to get naked and walk around. That's all there was. There was like 45, 50-year-old men walking around naked, assless chaps, and one dude had this, I don't know how to describe it, but there were lots of beads attached to his penis. We turned around, we made one lap through this thing and got the fuck up out of there. So I'm against the naked running thing. If we're voting on that.
In Ocean City, New Jersey, where I grew up, there was a guy. They called him Pluto. I'm not sure why, but he used to wear a sock on his cock, and that was his way of covering up. He would put all his junk there, all the nuts and berries, in the sock, and walk around the beach like that.
Yeah. And that was legal?
I guess. He did it repeatedly, so I'm guessing he got away with it.
I mean, you mismatch socks that way.
My father has a thing about socks. I don't know if I've ever shared. So my father's socks are mated for life. They when he buys them, right? They're not even unwrapped or anything. He puts a pin on them and then puts them away in the drawer. And then at the end of every day, he pins them again. And these socks have like a lifelong commitment to one another. They have a pin. They're pinned in the washing machine and in the dryer, and then they're put away. The pin is only removed, the safety pin, from the two socks while he's wearing them. And they're mated for life. And there is no divorce. There is no...
How long does he keep a single pair of socks, though?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he's no white boy. They have a little bit of life to him, but it's a commitment. And then when one sock dies, the other one, I guess, just sacrifices himself and joins that guy in sock heaven. And
maybe he gives it to the guy from Ocean City.
Say that again?
Maybe he gives the cybernetic socks to the guy from Ocean City.
That's what he should have done. Just donated this, lonely guy to this lonely sock widow.
How mean would that be to go to Goodwill and give them mismatched socks? Just one, like 50 right socks.
I don't think they take clothes no more.
Goodwill doesn't take clothes?
Goodwill totally takes clothes.
I don't think they take like underwear or.
I tried to give them clothes probably 3 months ago. They said they don't accept donations of clothes anymore.
I think they just. What kind of clothes were you trying to give them? Though?
They're like 5-year-old clothes, like a whole wardrobe.
That's pretty bad.
It wasn't like nasty clothes either.
Well, you can't give this away to homeless people. Sorry. No, thank you. Like, that's pretty bad.
I mean, there's places that take clothes that just the Goodwill doesn't. Well, at least in my area, they don't.
In my area, last time we tried, they took clothes. I have another crazy news story. You guys down?
Okay, I was at a homeless people story.
Who's first?
Let me just knock mine out because it's not that great. It'll be over fast. I was driving through Atlanta the other day, and I noticed that there are villages of homeless people, like under the underpasses, and they have stepped their game up. They have tents. And I don't mean like some, Boy Scout, we got some sticks and some canvas together tents. They've got, like, nice tents, like just as nice as my camping tent, and poop buckets. They have moved in under the underpasses. And I just imagine them, like, waking up every morning, pooping in their poop bucket and going and, panhandling 10, 15 minutes away and then going back home to the old tent.
Why don't they go ahead and just build a nice wall under that bridge to keep the wind draft out?
It would... Well, I mean, if these guys were capable of building a nice wall, then they would probably be construction workers. They're bums. They would be putting drywall up in some, construction site instead of pooping in a poop bucket.
No, but even the construction guy's pooping a poop.
If I was a bum, I would like rob a bank or something, because two scenarios. One, you get away with it, you have money. Or two, you don't, and you get to go to have free hots and cots. You know what I mean? Like
drama alert.
Warm showers and
OnlyUseMeBlade likes cock in the butt.
Nobody's raping a. No, I'm saying. I think in prison, I don't think they're gonna rape the ex-hobo.
They leave him alone. Just let the dreads keep growing and get as gross as possible.
They're waiting for the Woody's gamer tags of the world to somehow get into prison with their powerful thighs and crazy hairline.
Does anyone else have a semi-legitimate fear of ending up in prison? Does it at all enter your? Sometimes I think to myself oh my God, what would I do?
I don't think it's that bad. I think they exaggerate on movies and stuff.
My buddy Danny did 10 years, and he said he enjoyed it after the first year or so.
I think you get in there and it turns into a big social club.
You know what I think is pretty fun? Playing video games and flying on surfing trips to Nicaragua. I would take that. I think
but you understand, when you're in prison, you have no responsibility.
Yard.
Well, what was that?
When you're in prison, you have no responsibility. That's what he enjoyed about it.
You got a guy with a stick who tells you what to do all day, and if you don't do it, he gives you a little whack on the head, straightens you right out, and then you go,
You're not going to Shawshank. Cut that out, dude.
You don't think those dudes do? Oh, come on. I mean, I know it's not Shawshank, but
dude, I knew two or three prison guards, right? I studied MMA with them, and they used to tell these horrible stories about what happened in prison, and they were part of the problem. Have you guys remember these stories at all?
Yeah.
They would. And he's laughing about it, right? So I guess there was someone that they didn't like or whatever. They wanted him punished. And they lean their head through the door and they're like, "Hey guys, We're going to go make a burrito. Be like 10 minutes. And then one guy starts getting gang raped by like the other 6 or 7. And it wasn't just what happened in the story. It was the way he told the story. He's laughing the whole time. He's like, and you can hear him. Help me! Help me! Help me! Make him stop! And they're laughing about it like it was the funniest thing. Like, you know, they pretty much told the prisoners that they were going to be left alone for like 10, 15 minutes or whatever it was. Overheard them gang raping, like guy on guy, and, you know, went and told the story to their buddies.
I see it more like this.
There's two sides to every story, though.
Let me see it more like this.
Wait, no, there's not.
Here's the thing. Like, I'm picturing one of these security guards. They're bored out of their damn mind. They're watching people walk around the cell. They want to use that pepper spray. They want to use that riot shield. They want to use the water hose. So they create these scenarios and put these guys in situations where they will act out to get a chance to put the riot gear on.
No.
So I bet the majority of them are just people that go in there, clock in, do their counts, and go home. Like,
I don't think they want a troublesome guy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's some people out there that want that because people thrill seek.
Yeah, there was probably some prison guards.
That would be I think that'd be the wrong place to thrill seek at with a bunch of yeah.
In prison?
Don't thrill seek at the zoo or something. Don't do it at the prison.
In the petting zoo with the cows.
Yeah. I'd rather be with a prisoner than like a Kodiak bear, but that's just me.
No, but no, I would not. The Kodiak bear is not going to throw its poop at me.
The Kodiak bear will fucking eat you. The prisoner.
I thought Painkiller already had a hate
also
for pandas. I thought we were anti-panda. I thought that was the problem. Fuck pandas.
There's a comedian that talks about pandas, and he's basically like they're fucking a waste. Like they're stupid because they don't fuck each other. They put them in cages. They don't fuck each other.
That was the conclusion we came to. Like humans as a race are working really hard to keep pandas alive, and I don't see pandas doing much for me. Like they're not reciprocating. They're eating my bamboo or something. Pandas.
Here's how I feel about pandas. Take a picture; it'll last longer. Just forget them.
I don't understand pandas though. They're like a little small bear.
There is enough footage on the Discovery Channel that we do not need live pandas at this point.
I'm stuck on what Wing said. You don't understand pandas because they're like small bears. It seems to me that you fully understand pandas.
I mean, like they're just so pointless. It's like all right, we have bears and now we have a panda, which is like a miniature bear.
I think the reason why we have pandas is because some people think they're cute, and so that's why we go through all this trouble saving the pandas.
But they're not really cute, are they? They got like sharp claws and stuff, and if they get angry,
Panda probably fuck you up pretty good if you got a chance.
Oh, there's that video of the one grabbing the guy's denim jacket through the hole in the cage and like dragging him through it almost.
A panda did that?
Yeah.
Yes. Animals have this instinct ability to be like 8 times stronger than humans.
We have got to get Joe Lozon to fight some animals.
Yes. Panda would kill Joe Lozon.
A panda?
A panda, yeah.
Not a baby panda. I think Joe Lozon could take a baby.
I think he could take a baby, yeah. But I'm talking about like
obviously a
good
baby.
Panda.
No, he's not going to go for that press. Like a UFC fighter whoops a baby panda. Look at like, come on.
Well, next week a seal.
Remember when we pulled Joe on here and asked him if he'd fight a monkey, and he said, "No, the monkey destroyed me."
Of course.
No,
wants to fight a monkey.
Monkeys are completely untrained. Joe spends every day at the gym.
It doesn't. A monkey.
What kind of monkey are we talking about?
Joe even agreed the monkey would destroy him.
Joe's monkey. Joe lacks confidence.
We're not talking about a little shoulder monkey. We're talking about like an orangutan.
Joe lacks confidence. You lack common sense if you think that.
Like, what was it? Kyle, what was that movie with Eastwood had a monkey? Any Which Way But Loose?
Oh, yeah, Any Which Way But Loose.
We're talking about that kind of monkey.
His name's Clyde.
What a masterpiece of a movie that was.
I think they made a sequel, too.
That's right up there with the Jim Belushi and the dog movie.
In that movie, that monkey stands up apart in like 20 seconds.
I don't know that one.
Tony Danza and the orangutan was outstanding. Hang Loose, right? Hang Loose? Is that what it was called?
How about this? Albert, let's convince Woody.
There needs to be more weird animal and male actor movies because there's just
someone in the chat just said something brilliant. That pandas are black and white and Asian. They're anti-racist.
They are anti-racist.
Yeah.
But I want to see this. Put yourself on the big camera, Woody, and I want you to put in Travis the monkey mauling and click images on Google.
Why are we? No.
No.
No, Travis the monkey did awful things to that woman's face. Right? That's what he got. He got to hold of someone.
I just want to see Woody's reaction when he does this.
No.
Am I looking for a video?
No, just put images in there. Just, mauling victim or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
And that was like, what, 15 seconds with a monkey?
But they're not trained fighters.
Yeah, you do know that technically it isn't agreed upon if the panda is a bear or not, right?
It's not a bear. It's not a bear.
It's a raccoon.
I'm looking at what this panda or that this what this monkey did to this woman, and I'm thinking that Joe Lozon could do it to her as well.
Oh my god! My god!
I watched you fight Joe Lozon. It took him more than 15 seconds to get ready to go into the grapple.
He was being gentle.
I can just imagine a panda tapping out.
No. That monkey ripped her jaw off and pulled her eyes out of the socket and broke her nose off.
I'm honestly having a hard time distinguishing some of her body parts. Where is the jaw used to be? And that giant thing that is now kind of a Muppet nose? What was that before?
The fact is, monkeys are strong. I think a silverback gorilla can literally bench press a car.
Yeah, but it's not built for that.
Yeah.
And plus, have you ever seen it happen?
Yeah.
I've seen it. There's a video on YouTube of a silverback taking one of those weight bars, those 45-pound weight bars, picking it up and bending it, and then throwing it off to the side.
Those things aren't that tough.
They're a solid bar of steel, 45 pounds, dude.
You know the whole thing where they say that if a mother sees her baby under a car, that she somehow has the energy to lift it up. Is there any way we could run some tests like that? Put a fake
monkeys
baby
are fucking strong, dude. They would rip your arm off.
I want to see video of this supposed monkey strength, right? Because it's always some article with no proof behind it.
It's like a 90-pound lady picked up a fucking Cadillac somehow.
See if I can find one. Where's Trevor at? He found the midget on midget porn.
T-Mart. That's his claim to fame on PKA. Yeah, midget on midget porn was surprisingly hard to find, but then T-Mart came through.
What was that? There was that.
Say that again?
How would you know if they're both the same size? Would they look like just normal?
Oh, they have different characteristics.
They got little short legs and stuff.
Yeah, the sausage fingers. And...
Oh, God. Yeah, I had been on an off-road.
Yeah, no shit.
I did a video today talking about why pot should be legal and prostitution.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd like to hear your arguments, just in case somehow this ever gets on YouTube.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, honest. I'd like to hear your argument. So, yeah, let's hear it.
It's easier to debate them, but I'll just go out and throw it out there. Most people, keep in mind, I don't do any kind of drugs. But the fact is, pot is a drug that actually has medical properties. Like a person that's going through chemotherapy or something like that, they get nausea and they get sick. Pot actually reduces those effects. Pot also isn't a gateway drug. You can have people that smoke pot their whole life and never go on to the crack or the methamphetamines or stuff like that. Pot doesn't really dehabilitate a person to the point where they can't move, work, or even act in a social environment. Something like alcohol, which is a billion-dollar industry, does. You can go get shit faced off 3 or 4 beers right after work and drive around. And most people say, well, I don't want my cab driver or something like that, smoked up while he's working. Well, I don't want my cab driver drunk either. I still don't think the bounds of being high at work or intoxicated is going to be good if they pass pot. Just because it's legal to smoke it doesn't mean you should be doing it while you're working. The same effect happens with alcohol or smoking or anything of that nature. I mean, the only real downside I can see is, the discomfort area for other people. Since marijuana has that unique smell to it, I don't think you'd be able to smoke marijuana in a gazebo or somewhere else where you have people smoking cigarettes or stuff like that, since you actually could get others high in that manner itself. But that's just all regulation.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should be exposed to secondhand marijuana, right? The same sort of thing that exists in cigarettes, right?
But I think it should be perfectly legal if you want to smoke it in your own house. I mean, the reason alcohol is legal is because you should have the right, since we live in a free country, to choose what you put in your body. And
does that apply to everything though?
It would have to apply to everything but
so I can light up a crack pipe.
yeah, like I said, there's differences, and that's why they regulate stuff. I mean, like with marijuana, I think we could let that slip because, first off, you keep a lot of taxpayer money out of prison. How many times do you see somebody go to jail for like simple possession of marijuana?
Yeah. No, I agree with you completely. I'm just wondering if you're like full-on libertarian with this, where you're like, I don't care. Give them crack, give them meth, give them whatever they want. They'll burn out. They'll be dead. We won't have to deal with them
I
anymore.
had one of my trucks stole because of crack, so I can't be like that. But the same effect, I understand that I was a victim of circumstance. And
just think, dude, if they made crack legal, then that guy could have afforded his crack.
He could have afforded his crack.
He'd have went on down to Rite Aid. He'd have been like, 2 crack rocks, please. They'd have hooked him up, and your truck would still be sitting outside in the driveway.
Well, it is now. We got it back.
I think that kind of goes along the same lines that I don't think the government gives a shit if you drink yourself into a stupor at your house. The only time when they really care is if you put other people in danger.
How about this? When you legalize pot, just tax it really well, and just save other people from paying extra income tax.
I got a question. I'll go to each of you. How much do you think a pack of joints should cost? Let's just say that like you get like 5 joints in a pack.
$10.
All right, Wing says $10.
5 joints in a pack?
I'm getting robot voices.
I mean,
Are you? That might just be you.
You got to understand, you're not going to have like the underground market anymore, so the price is going to go way down because anybody can grow it.
I think 5 joints should cost.
No, the prices will go up. Trust me.
Well, taxes
the prices will go up.
To it.
How could the prices go up though? Because if you look at what like a pound of tobacco costs versus what a pound of marijuana costs, it's vastly different. If you make it a free crop that's just taxed like anything else, then supply and demand is gonna drop the price down. Because if there's one company out, if Philip Morris, the tobacco company, starts growing marijuana, but they're selling 20 joints for $100, then I'm gonna open up Kyle's Wacky Tobacco Farm, and my joints are gonna cost 1/10 of that. Because it doesn't cost that much to grow marijuana, I would assume from watching weeds.
I have no idea, no working knowledge.
It's basically a plant. I mean,
yeah, I think the real reason that it's difficult to like grow marijuana is because they got to do it in these like underground labs and shit. If you could just grow it out in your backyard,
yeah, you had a little garden to smoke your marijuana in. You wouldn't even have to pay for it half the time.
Yeah, I think the price would go down.
How funny would it be if marijuana gardens became a common thing?
They would become a common thing.
They really might. Like, is it hard to turn the plant into something you can consume?
I mean, here's a way you should do it if you're the government.
From what I understand, and I do not know much about this process, you just cut the the buds off and dry them.
But I've never had to dry anything that came from my garden before. Like, is it like saying like, oh, it's easy. All you need is a smoke shack and some salt floors and some like all this ridiculous stuff.
When they say dry, I think they put it out in the sun.
Yeah, I think you just like put it out in the sun. I think that's the deal. Now, I just don't know. I don't do that for a living or in any capacity or know anyone who does.
I'm sure, son, you could learn within a week if you really wanted to do it.
Or through a quick Google search.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's not like it's not like
I mean, I'm just saying like pot could save our physical system. It seriously could. I mean, like if they taxed it right, like just don't overtax, but all the taxes go to it. We could lower taxes. Like, so let's say you actually wanted to grow your own pot garden. All right, make them buy like a permit to have a pot garden to grow it, because there's bullshit you can put up there. Well, improper growth could make getting people sick, and you got to promise not to sell it to other people without any kind of FDA legislation, and so on and so forth. And it could really take a lot of the tax burden off people.
I agree. I think everybody does.
Yeah,
and
and if it's prescribed by a doctor, I'm down with almost anything being legal. Like, there's not much that... so Letty just told me the audio was bad.
Wilson, I think it's about disease control originally, but now I think that actually legalizing it would really cut down on the disease thing. Like you see,
as long as you regulate it, it would cut down the disease.
Exactly. That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
I mean, like people the arguments I hear about this one is like I said, underage girls are sold in as whores and by pimps and stuff like that. All right, make underage prostitution illegal. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't really do it on the. Well, some still do it on the streets, but like, why is the cops using taxpayer money to like bust prostitutes on like Backpage?
Yeah, I know. Oh, dude, and they are. They totally are, because I remember one time we were playing a prank on these people. We were calling Backpage and ordering prostitutes and sending them to these people's hotel room as a joke. And
was I there for that?
No, you weren't, unfortunately.
Did we not do something along those lines?
We did some prank phone calls to some.
Yeah.
But I actually sent them, and they showed up. But it wasn't a prostitute. It was the police. Like, the police showed up, and, like, we're setting up a sting. And it's like, how much taxpayer effort is going into making sure that some random dude doesn't get laid on the internet? I mean, even though we weren't really ordering a prostitute, that's not what we were doing. We were doing it as a joke. Basically, all we did was call up a woman and say, hey, I'm lonely tonight. I would like some female comfort, and I'm willing to compensate you for that. Would you come over? And there's taxpayer money and law enforcement effort going into stopping that. Why isn't that same police officer monitoring, I don't know, something else? Yeah. Whoa.
Wait. This is what happened. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Please don't tell me that's the first thing people heard.
It is. I'm like,
damn it
to hell, right? Nothing's working. I hear all these robot voices. I actually take off my headset and just like chill. Like, there's nothing you can do. It's nonstop. And then I hear, while my headset's on the desk, so loud and clear, lefties are racist.
Well, at least you didn't hear the reason.
Oh,
see,
God,
they don't have any reasoning. They don't have the proof.
Yes.
So it's good.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was founded upon. All I know is lefties racist.
Oh, I'm not. Well, at least you guys got a good laugh.
Lefty dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
Are you okay with talking to a black screen on Kyle's end? Is that okay or no?
Oh,
Yeah.
Here we go. No with it. No, we're not going this way.
Oh, you got hit again.
I could change the screen to white if you would prefer.
No, I don't prefer that. Ah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Based on your hairstyle, I'm going to guess that you prefer some sort of Hispanic screen on my side.
Stop trying to bait me into saying racially charged.
Racially charged things are funny anyway. You ever go to Home Depot late at night?
Please don't go there.
Why don't you want people to go there, Lefty? Those people need work.
I just want to leave this topic, the lefties are racist topic, alone.
But we could get it trending worldwide.
There would be no racist trending of my name.
Oh, that's a shame.
Sue you all for libel. Right?
I found your video, Woody.
You found my video?
Wouldn't it be slander? Yeah, it'd be slander.
So it would be slander.
It's
Libel's
a
a prank.
orangutan beating a professional sumo wrestler in a tug of war.
Oh my God! Sumo wrestlers are not athletes. They're just big. They're just like they're 250-pound Japanese.
Champion sumo wrestler.
I'm sure a sumo wrestler would kill you, Kyle.
They're not even that big.
It doesn't matter. They're strong.
The trainers
They're not all that strong.
I don't know. You need a lot of. You need to be pretty strong.
Here it
to
is.
get that
It's on the screen.
I think sumo wrestlers are at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to
trying to
athletes.
pull her in. Even with 363 pounds, he may
This is pretty cool, actually.
Here she goes.
The monkey's not paying attention. He's barely trying.
Here she goes. I think Keith and Nani's going to have to stand up to possibly pull her into the mud. I mean, and they're both sitting down. It's just a stalemate.
This isn't anything dirty. I was really trying to order like load a screen cap. Really fucking annoying.
Your problem.
On my lap, but I don't think that be possibly.
Blade, I think you're muted.
I'm back. I don't know.
Yep, you're back.
Sweet. So are we still streaming, or what's going on?
It's probably down. It always seems to be down. I can.
Skype.
I meant XSplit. So who really knows if we're live or not? You guys are also still. Are you here, Wings, Lefty? Oh, Lefty moved. Oh yeah, all right. So yeah.
That's a sad video.
What?
Wings has found monkey videos of
This is
silverback
sad,
gorillas
dude.
and orangutans doing stuff.
But it shows a monkey motivated. He beats the shit out of this croc.
Crocodile? Oh, does he kill? Does he eat the baby? I don't want to watch the rest if the baby gets.
The baby does get snapped.
Yeah, not watching it anymore. Done.
It ain't the one you see at the beginning though, but one of the babies get caught.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, oh, with the crocodile.
Yeah, and like one of the mother monkeys like ain't having that at all.
I actually know this one. It's incredibly sad. Wings is just look at him staring at this monkey video.
Like it broke the one monkey's arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, so let me address the stream for a second while we're up. This is what's happening. We're getting DDoSed. I don't know why. It's just, part of the deal. But we're getting DDoSed and it kind of blows. Most of the like fussing I get online and stuff I'm able to brush off, but this kind of it doesn't cost me money. It really doesn't. What happens is people watch like 30 times more ads, when this happens. But it doesn't make the show good. Like I want the show to be the best that it can be, and it sucks because it gets DDoSed. That's the deal. Like I wish that it wasn't stopping all the time. I see right now, OnlyUseMeBlade is getting hit, but everyone else is okay. Mm-hmm. So it actually makes PKA more profitable. The most profitable live streams I've ever done are the ones that go down every 5 minutes because it just keeps hitting them with ads again and again and again. But it's not what I want. Like if the show is good, then everything else will take care of itself as far as putting food on the table. But it sucks, and every time I come back, the sound gets messed up. Now, I'm sort of hip to it and I fix it quickly. But a lot of guys are like, Woody, get this sorted out. There's not a lot of sorting that I can do, and I'm telling you, if other people's streams had anywhere near half the pressure that this stream gets as far as being a target, then they would go down all the time. And, that's the deal. No one has spent more time and effort in shielding their IP address, in protecting themselves, in trying to manage all this that I have. I'm doing my
serious
very best.
Money has been spent to try to keep this show up.
Oh, dude, heck, just last night I was up till like 4 a.m. trying to find better and stronger firewalls to protect myself from the people that like to haze us. So
it's just bullying, to be perfectly honest. At the end of the day, like. They wanted a spot on PKA, and they held the show at ransom from you guys. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, what they say right now is kick Wings from the show, and they'll leave us alone. And I said no chance. Right? That's not how we work. Because someone out there is fussing, but there's a 0% chance of that happening. I'd rather not have the show live than lose, the founder. So, that's where we are. A lot of guys are like, Woody, you need to do something. You guys have no idea, and how much I try to do. It's hard to manage. So now I'm down again, I guess, or not. I can't tell. But
we just shut things down.
We should just start blowing them up, right?
From a buffer this area. Are we there were private?
And but if that was the case, I don't know why my stream would stop. Right. And how do you do? You're fine, right?
Fine.
Yeah, I think they're attacking me. I don't believe what they're saying. It's never wise to do that. They lie expertly. And that's what social engineers do. It's that's the case. I don't know. It's a pain. I think maybe the show won't be live anymore. I'm not sure. It's a pain in the ass.
Well, I mean, we did the show for a year without being live. We just go back to doing that.
Yeah, I liked it being live though. It was like this event that everyone kind of, looked forward to.
Interactive.
We can probably find some sort of an alternative. I mean, there's got to be some way to do it.
It might be as simple as my Skype got out and I need to make a new one. I'll make a new one tonight.
God, you only shared it with like 3 of us.
You didn't get it from me.
No, that's not what happened. What happened is I asked for a PKA background, and when I gave the people were asking for screenshots of what Google Hangouts look like. And at one point I gave a screenshot and I uploaded it to like this website that had like a public forum. And instead of screenshotting just the screen, it did all 3 monitors. And it had my Skype in there as the picture. And I think that's how it got out. You never know for sure. Do
people like spend their entire day like stalking you to get this kind of stuff?
Yes. Yeah, they absolutely do.
I just don't understand why people have this vicious hate for me though. I've wondered this it's the last year and a half.
All right, I'm going to end this stream.